with the recent, COVID, us, as a society dealing with this, this situation that I think none of us have probably dealt with in our lifetime. I mean, the last time we had something similar was in the early 1900s with the Spanish flu, and even that was different in the sense of we did not have instant communication. We did not have instant, an instant sense of what the rest of the world is dealing with, the numbers of fatalities, instant pictures coming in from people passing away in hospitals. So I think this has been a trying situation, I think traumatic in a lot of ways, and I think it's been traumatic beyond the individual and into the community and sort of the macro population as a whole. People becoming fearful of their neighbors because are they wearing their mask? Have they been social distancing? Certain parts of the community fearful of losing their freedoms. That in and of itself can feel somewhat traumatic because it's a loss of your autonomy. It's a loss of your sense of control. So you are seeing, people responding or groups of people responding differently to this as a whole, not to mention what the individual is going through. And then of course, recently we've had the spate of, unfortunately, these shootings that have been happening, mass shootings, several in the last 2 weeks. That too, as we see that becoming almost an endemic in and of itself, is something that can traumatize a community as well, a sense of, where can I go that I'm safe? Are my loved ones safe? Are my coworkers safe? Is my workplace safe as we go back to the workplaces? I think people tend to discount or minimize the impact that these things can have to a community as a whole, and communities can wither and almost die from them. An example of that is the floods in Shikshini in 2011. This community had been through floods on several occasions, even that year, and it was businesses having to clean up, rebuild. You saw efforts come in to help this community actually improve even from prior to the floods of 2011, and you actually saw a community kind of curl up and die from the ongoing one after another of economic issues, social issues, and then finally sort of that death knell of that flood in 2011. So it's not just individuals, it's communities as a whole that are affected with many of the same trauma symptoms that you see in people.